Hello everyone. Let's do the reading. I love these cards. They're wonderful. We're going to do oracle cards today. All right. There's this cross that you've been carrying, and this cross feels like a Trojan horse. It's something extremely destructive. But you did not know how to remove it, so you just kept carrying it on your back intuitively. You worked very hard. While this cross was on your back, you worked very hard. How you actually managed to bear its weight on your shoulders, on your back, or wherever you were carrying it. It feels like it was like weighing you down in your chest and mentally. But it's different for everyone. The way you were trying to handle its weight was through music. So you would transform, you would work hard through music to transform yourself into this being that moves freely between the worlds. So you would resort to something out of this world to help you carry this weight. So this weight was so heavy that if you didn't stretch out beyond just this physical world, it would be just in a matter of time that the news would come that your body can't take it anymore, and I don't know, some would have terminal illness. So this weight that you've been carrying with you for all this time, the only reason that you handled its weight is because you resorted to your soul through music. It's telling me that, and it's a very particular importance here with music. Maybe you make music, or maybe you just like to listen to it. But whatever you were doing, it was right, because if you didn't resort to this, it would have created physical illness inside of you. I'm showing me cancer here, so could have been transformed into cancer. You couldn't have handled it. But right now, it looks like you came out of this situation a winner. It's almost you tricked the energies. This something was supposed to dig your grave, and you tricked death. Presently, you're moving to new shores. There's new beginnings. there's a there's this game of thought that you've been playing in your head since you were very young. It had to do with this young man that has the strength of the tiger. I don't know, it's like there's this young man and the tiger. For someone, it might actually be a tiger. A real one. But I'm just going to interpret it in this way. You've been thinking about this man that is related to this tiger. And everything has been brewing and working in your life towards movement towards this man that is related to this tiger. He's got wisdom that comes from fire. He's extremely sensitive. Extremely sensitive, this man. And his wisdom comes from fire. But what I mean by fire is the strength that he has doesn't come from your average experience. This man has seen things. He seems very young, or he might be very young for some of you, but this man has wisdom and knowledge that wisdom and knowledge of the world's ruled, come to power, being destroyed, of the worlds beyond, of the physical world, he's like air. He moves freely like air, but he's grounded. Who is this man? It's funny. I say, who is this man? And the woman comes out. This man is someone who was born with this knowledge. So he didn't just acquire this knowledge. Maybe he experienced and further did while he was born on this plane. But he came into this world already with this knowledge. This man stands between the two worlds. So he is in the middle. he doesn't belong to one or the other. He doesn't belong to dark or light. He is in the middle. His heart is so proud, but it's almost like beautiful pride. His heart is so proud with this knowledge that he has, that this pride, I know pride sounds really funny when used in this way, because pride, as we know, is something bad, but not here. His pride, he takes pride in his knowledge. And this pride that he takes in his knowledge, this pride in itself, this feeling of pride, illuminates dark places for people. His attention is locked on this woman. I don't know, could be you if you're watching, on this woman.
Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
He uses her strength and weakness to transform her luck, transform her ego, and set herself free from the web that is her mind. When this woman talks, she comes across as strength in itself. So it's not someone who you could have day-to-day small talk conversation with. No, when this woman talks, it's heavy. She's heavy. And she always hits the point. So when she speaks, she always is right on the target. And she finds keys to everyone's earthly issues. She houses this information she houses this information in her chakras and her spinal cord. This is embedded inside of her. So this young man that we've been talking about is focused on this woman. So what is going on here? What is it? So it looks like this man that I think we just hit the past. So it looks like this young man that we've been talking about actually grew up because he went through some experience, a karmic experience where he came out on top. And sometime this past December, he saw the details of some information that he got about someone trying to anchor through who? Oh. Through someone's transformation. So halter someone's transformation by the use of a mirror. I think we got the weird reading here also. Again, I don't like the word weird, but why not? So, believe it or not, this person who is trying to stop this transformation or getting in the way of it was actually a friend, a very close friend. But in this life, it was a karmic friend. Also that acted as a lighthouse, someone who would guide you through this life, but at the same time prevent you, like your nemesis, like your evil twin, your opposite. Someone who has a very someone who's financially well off. I'm not saying they're like crazy rich, financially well off. Very feminine, so it's a woman, very feminine, but also someone who has a very destructive energy. So this she, whoever she is, your friend who is trying to prevent you from your growth, who this man that we saw found out as he grew and went through this experience, this woman she's married to self-pity, right? We've got the connection, marriage here, the card, we got the gates. She's basically locked herself in. This woman could either be extremely strong or could be the sign of Leo. So she has trapped herself in delusions, right? You have to be very careful with her in the future. Very careful. Because she somehow manages to dim your light. The information that's coming to you right now is that it is time right now. It is time right now for you to let that child out, the one who has the knowledge and information. Let her shine and be beautiful. It's time. Right now it's time. It's telling me here that you have either addressed someone or you will address someone in such a way where it would hurt them. You would sting them like a Scorpio. But that would be you just cleaning your house. You will be getting rid of that negative energy. That would create sensation of this clouds, darkness in your life. You would feel despair. But sometime in July, you will see that These people that you warded off your life with the whip, they were slowing you down. You will see this in July, and you will see this in July you will realize this, or maybe you would have, would you have a conversation, or no, you will realize this when you're having a glass of wine or something. I think it's glass of wine here. When you're having over a glass of wine, you'd just be sitting there with someone who actually protects you, and you would have this information just download into you, how your chains have been broken off, and then you have become this whole tree again. So I want to know, who is this guy that we started with? Like, what does this guy or man has to do with you? He's someone from the past, from the ages beyond. He's someone that you've known, but you cannot speak of, and they're telling me not to talk about it, but I'm just gonna say whatever the cards told me, so I'm gonna stop at that. It's someone who you can only reach if you bridge the highest of the mountain and the lowest of the chaos. You have to bridge those two together, and that is the only way to this person. One more card, maybe. A wise, wise, wise man. Okay, one more information and we're done here. So, because they're telling me not to say anything here. Yeah, they're not giving me shit anymore. This man either is or is willing to incarnate on this plane just for you. So he doesn't have to be incarnated anymore. This is a whole different level, but he's willing to do it, unless he's already done it, but they're not giving me information, so I do not know. All right, have fun.